Hey everybody, welcome to a new episode of Loomer Unleashed. On today's episode of Loomer Unleashed, we're going to be talking about how Fox News has gone completely anti-Trump and anti-MAGA to push for a DeSantis 2024 GOP nomination. Now, for those of you who have been watching Fox News, you've probably noticed a change in their tune ever since the aftermath of the stolen election of 2020. For the last 2 years, some people have suspected that Fox News was going anti-Trump. And then there's people like me who have been telling all of you for the last few years that Fox News is and always has been anti-Trump. But now it couldn't be more obvious that that's exactly what Fox News is doing. They have decided from the top down to have a completely anti-Trump, anti-MAGA, anti-America First agenda. And they are clearly feeding their hosts anti-Trump and pro-DeSantis talking points as we get closer to the 2024 GOP primary. Earlier this week, Fox and Friends host Brian Kilmeade decided to take a shot at President Donald Trump when he attacked the president for opening his first kickoff rally of the 2024 campaign season by paying a tribute to the January 6th political prisoners. President Donald Trump currently has a #1 song on the Billboard charts titled Justice for All, which is a tribute to the January 6th political prisoners. The song features January 6th political prisoners singing the national anthem while President Trump is reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. President Trump had announced that all of the proceeds to that song was going to be donated to the January 6th political prisoners in an effort to help them with their mounting legal defense costs. That just didn't sit well with Brian Kilmeade and some of the other Fox News hosts because Brian Kilmeade decided to call President Trump insane for opening his rally with a tribute to the January 6th political prisoners. It's no surprise that Brian Kilmeade has been shilling for Governor Ron DeSantis. Several weeks ago, he featured an interview with the governor of Florida where he was giving softball questions while playing softball with the governor. This isn't just an isolated incident. These are talking points that are being given to Fox News hosts from the top down. Fox News is a part of News Corporation, which is owned by Rupert Murdoch and the Murdoch family. Not only did Rupert Murdoch say that he wouldn't be supporting President Donald Trump, but it became very obvious after the 2022 midterms that he would be utilizing all of his media publications to further support Governor Ron DeSantis and his quest to make it to the White House. The day after the November general election in 2022, the front page of the New York Post, which is owned by Rupert Murdoch, featured a cover image with Governor Ron DeSantis with the title, "The Future." They don't want you to go back to the tried and true president that we had that had delivered actual results and actual progress and kept his promises to the American people. And so it's important for you to understand that you cannot trust anything regarding President Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis that you hear on Fox News. You may have noticed over the last few months since the 2022 midterm elections that Governor Ron DeSantis is featured on Fox News nearly every single day. And if he's not personally giving an interview, then the hosts are bloviating about how great Governor Ron DeSantis is and how he would make a wonderful presidential candidate. Fox News has an agenda. Not only is Rupert Murdoch intentionally funneling anti-Trump and pro-DeSantis propaganda to the hosts of Fox News in an effort to sabotage President Trump's re-election efforts, but he also has former Speaker of the House Paul Ryan on the board of Fox News. Recently, while giving an interview, Paul Ryan said that he would not attend the 2024 RNC convention if Donald Trump was the nominee. And when asked who he was going to support, Paul Ryan said Governor Ron DeSantis. And then he said anybody but Trump. It's going to be pivotal that Americans do their own research instead of swallowing the propaganda and the talking points being fed to them by the mainstream media. Here on Loomer Unleashed, you can always count on me to tell it like it is and to give you the hard-hitting facts and raw, unfiltered truth. That's why you're going to want to make sure that you subscribe to my Substack today so that you can stay up to date with all of my breaking news reports and exclusive election coverage. You can subscribe today at lauraloomer.substack.com. And also, please be sure that you're following me on Twitter, Truth Social, Gab, and Getter at Laura Loomer. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, freedomlawschool.org. It's tax season, and if you need help from tax professionals to help ensure that you keep the majority of your paycheck instead of being robbed by the IRS, then contact the good folks at freedomlawschool.org and tell them that Laura Loomer sent you. Thanks so much for tuning in, and see you next time on Loomer Unleashed.